the side of the road. He's sitting there because he's blind, and blind folk were normally situated outside at the entrance and the exit of the city so that they could beg for money. And the text says, when he heard that Jesus of Nazareth was passing by, he began to yell out. Now, in the first instance, I should share with you, even though he was sightless, he was not helpless. Even though he had no light in his eyes, he still had sound in his ears and he had voice in his mouth. Wasn't nothing wrong with his ears and wasn't nothing wrong with his tongue. He may not have been able to see, but he could sure hear and he could sure shout. Now, I want to share with you right there just a very simple application. Use what you have. Because oftentimes we allow our disability to defeat us or our limitation to exclude us for what God is trying to deal with us. And sometimes we make so many excuses about what we can't do and what we can't be that we don't use what we can do and what we can be, because God has a way of overcoming our disabilities. Use what you have. I may not have a whole lot of money, but with the little bit of money I got, I'm going to do what God needs me to do. Use what you have. You may not be able to preach like sing like angels or preach like Paul, but you got a testimony. You got a witness that you can give it. Use what you have. You may not be the smartest person in the world, but you got enough common sense that God can use what you have to do what you need done in your life. You ain't got to allow where you've been, or you ain't got to allow certain deficits or deficiencies to keep you from what God is doing. Don't you know God can use you just like you are? He can bless you just like you are. Yes, he can. I know that there may be other folk with other assets and other abilities. You don't need to look at what God is doing in other folks' life. Don't you know that God can use you? You may be crippled up, but God can still use you. You may be ailing, but God can still use you. You may be brokenhearted. I wish I had some help in the place, but God can still use you. You may be trying to raise children all by yourself. Don't you know God has the ability to open the windows of heaven and bless you and give you what you need to do what you need done? The text says, when he heard that Jesus of Nazareth was passing by, he yelled out, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me.